He's on his phone. David was on his camera, risking someone else's life. He's not drunk. He's sober.
Oh, and this is a live stream?
Your friend's face is gushing blood, but you make sure he stays filming from all angles. Nice. What's the difference between that and your friend, and then you buy him a Ferrari?
People think that I don't like Steiny or thought that.
He used to be out on the corner, he was dealing in drugs. Got himself a barber's chair and gave awesome cuts. Now he's a podcaster, his life, he'll talk about it with us. And now it's Jeff FM.
I'm gonna jump right into your intro while you get bring it down here. We put that booster seat there for you.
Oh,
just so, can you see him on camera? Can you sit down on the booster seat first? Is he okay? Now he might be a bit too high.
I don't like it if my feet dangle.
We did. It's not
short and simple.
It's not. See, we did this joke on Steiny, and he asked us to cut it out, and he took super offense to it.
I see you cut it out.
What a loser, huh? All right, let me jump right into your intro. Today in the show, we have the business owner, YouTuber, prankster, brand owner, designer, big chewer, MTV Jesse. Jesse was the original cooler, better, less fake, not a dick rider, Steiny and the Nelk Boys. Jesse has since moved on to his own brand, Sunday, named after the fact that it's the end of the weekend is Sunday, and that's the night after partying where they would full send it with the boys.
The opposite of sending.
It's what?
The opposite of sending.
What are you doing here?
I sent
you don't
last
work
night.
here anymore.
Dude, I wanted to be respectful and show up prepared, so I got really fucking hammered last night and did a lot of drugs.
Of course you did. Did you
I'm
read
all
the thing on the
fucked
seat?
up.
Don't
I
show
don't
up here
like
if you're
that.
drunk. Don't show up here if your name's Steven. Don't show it up if you are a betrayer and you left me for Jesse.
He didn't even rip any of them.
Look at that.
That's dope. I sit right here.
No, it's an honor to have you here. I wanted to get you back when you first left Nelk so we could get all that juicy gossip and be like, what the f***? Why'd you leave? Did you want to fight Kyle or something?
Yeah, let's dive in.
But you did all that already. And I
Yeah.
heard you hate talking about that on podcasts. So are you going right in on the kratom?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah,
One
dog.
of those days.
So does this still count as sobriety? Because you're sober, right?
I stopped saying it. I'm not sober. I just don't drink.
Open up that bag. We got some gifts for you. It is specially made for you. So there's hair products. There is
Blue Chew?
well, that's for after you take the other stuff.
Okay.
Because I know it's hard to get. It's hard to get. Then we got hair oil, which would work great. And
I
that.
have your blue bottle. I literally use it. I'm using it right now. I use it
texture
every day.
spray?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so I didn't have one of those because we ran out in the house. But
This is
you got
different?
that. That's hair oil, so that's like the opposite of what the texture spray does. But when your hair's all
down.
dried out, you put in that healthy hair oil. It's just healthy for your hair, and it gives you
I
that
see.
sleek fucking Italian fucking, stud
Just
smell.
Well, I gotta
Italian?
say,
And the pomade.
I'm not dick riding. It is all great. But I've said that from the start. I think your shit's dope.
Well, we both
So
make
it's
great
super sick.
products. We have a lot in common. Your products I've been wearing, they're sick. The fucking clothes are sick.
Thank you, man.
And we got a deodorant, and we got
yeah.
some more kratom in there for you. The boys told me to get you the stuff. I don't know. It's this new stuff you've been taking.
I've
in.
never done it as a pill. It's kind of
As a
scary.
pill?
Because what I take is kratom and kava. I've never actually took just kratom, so it kind of scares me. But
What
I'll
better time to
fucking-
start than on the show?
What is kava? Like
I mean, I
the
took
juice?
shrooms this morning too. So
Did you?
Dude,
That's
yeah.
not illegal though. You could buy that right down at a smoke shop.
I just had a friend that gave me some. I don't know.
Yeah?
Is it illegal?
No, I don't think so. They sell it at stores.
Yeah.
Yeah,
CB, you can't make fun of me for doing cocaine when you're doing shrooms and...
bro,
That's
it's
different.
different. It's different. They
It's
don't
so
sell. They don't
different.
sell cocaine at 7-Eleven. All right, this is way
could.
different, Steven. So I just did your fucking show,
Awesome show.
and it's the most viewed ever, like I promised.
No, it's the second. It's the third most viewed,
Second.
actually.
It's been up for
Second.
24 hours, and
Yeah,
it's
give
already
it time.
crushed. It's already crushed
It will.
everything.
What
And you
did
know
I
what he
text
sends?
you? I said it's gonna be 100K, and you're like, you just jinxed it.
Dude, yeah, like,
You
why
know,
would
you know what
say
he
that?
sends me yesterday? He sends me a screenshot of the analytics. He's like, "Look, I told you it was because of me." And I was like, "You know what? Fine. Take my name and thumbnail, and picture out of the thumbnail.
80%.
And let's see."
80% of
Yeah,
the clicks
exactly.
came from the YouTube recommended feed, not...
Are you upset if like he goes
Yes.
on a video and it does well?
Yeah.
Yes,
What's wrong with
because
that?
he views me as competition.
That's
I
what
could
I-
see
you gotta
you.
get rid of that.
I could see you, and I could be supportive. I want to see you fucking shine. I want Sunday to blow up bigger than fucking Happy Dad. No,
Dude, you
those are my
made
boys
it.
too. I can't hate on them, but I want to. I want to see you crush. I want to see all my friends kill.
Thank
This
you.
guy
No, you
views me as
instigate it.
competition.
You instigate it, so I do.
It's a bad habit. People in like the comedy space do it. You can't look at other people
Yeah.
and try to be like, fuck them. I can fucking,
All
I'm
the
better than them.
comedians talk shit on each other.
Oh,
They
yeah.
all hate each other. It's just as fake as the YouTube. You know,
And
it's
then they go
probably
on each
more
other's
fake.
pods and they just
Yeah, it's probably
fake it.
more fake than the
Yeah.
TikToker world. You train MMA, right?
Yeah.
How often?
I was really obsessed with it, like fucking 5-7 days a week for like a couple years there, and now I'm like just kind of. I took a little break. Now I'm getting back into it.
You could be a monster. You probably cut down to 125 and be in that
I'd
weight
have
class
to,
just
yeah.
fighting little fucking guys.
But they're so fast.
I know they are lightning
too
fast.
old. I
and
missed it.
technical. Yeah, we missed our
I
chance.
wish we got into it when we were like fucking 18. That'd have been sick. Wait, what weight would you be? 145 probably?
I would probably do 145. Yeah, I walk around like 165, 170, but
Yeah.
I would cut it. I would shred all that water out. I don't give a fuck. I would,
So who's a 45 in the UFC right now that like to like compare? Like you'd have to fight that level.
Sugar.
Jose Aldo? No, Sugar's 135.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stop right there. Like you'd have to fight Jose Aldo. That's fucked.
Volkanovski, Tuporia. I got Max Holloway.
Do you think?
Bro,
That's
what?
insane.
Thank God I got into this shit.
Yeah,
Thank God.
You think Francis is his name Francis Ngannou?
I'll fuck him up.
You think the crane like impact was like, just as powerful as like one of his punches?
Alex Pereira this weekend when he was hitting Roundtree, I was like, yo, I might rather get hit by a crane than fucking have that guy hit me that many times.
God, his story kind of sold me too. Roundtree's thoughts because I didn't know much
Yeah.
about him, but I was like, fuck it. I'm kind of rooting for him.
So now that all the women are gone, and this that we're listening because we just talked too much MMA. That it's just we got a split audience, you know.
Yeah.
Jesse,
That's like-
we got a lot in
80%.
common. We love running. You got a run
100%
club.
of viewers.
Yep.
That's super dope. That's something I wanted to start, but maybe I'll just link up with you. Let you
Yeah.
do that, all the hard work, and I'll just show up.
We'll make a fast day for you. It'll be like Tuesday where it's
Get somebody good to race me.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
competition.
I can
I'm
see that,
fueled
yeah.
by it, except for the competition that Steven views. Like I'm not competing with his short and simple show. Your guys is short and simple show.
He is.
Obviously,
I
I
am.
did
Yeah,
it,
fuck yeah, I am.
and
That's
now
how
I
you
brought
succeed
you on
in this
my
industry. You gotta be
show to
competitive.
promote it, and I am helping whether you like it or not. Look at the views.
We're promoting
Go
it
to
right now.
popular. Go to most popular.
Look, we got
Just go
74,000
to,
views.
no. Go, oh,
Bro, is that? No, it's not real.
oh, we already hit 74K views.
Yeah.
it's not.
What are the other ones at? 7,000, 4,000,
15K.
2.5. The one with just Steven. Oh, Churdley's 8,000. That's dope. I'm proud of you guys. You're doing real good.
Have you
Within
watched some of them?
2 months.
Only
it's
the
all
one
of
I was in.
I was gonna see if you. What do you think about like the concept of?
I mean, it's
Craig's
Steven was
guess.
definitely highly inspired by me, which is fun.
dude,
What
what
is
do you
that now you're getting into? That
Dude,
is that
I'm-
more kratom?
Yeah, imagine like raw like leaf kratom.
Is that tobacco? Because we
Yeah.
put some zins in that. I got you. You know what? I hate when YouTubers do this because it's all paid and they fake it. They'll just like show zin and like we're all taking them. I
Yeah.
don't fuck with that shit. I don't take it. But I got another candy
Oh,
basket
what the
there
fuck?
for
We're
you.
sponsored.
Oh,
And
yeah.
also,
Can we not even do
You
this?
can't.
fuck it? Then fuck zin. I don't
That's
give a fuck.
kind of sauce.
Uh,
Make like $1,000.
If you look under that box, there is a special watch that I made custom for you in your colors Sunday.
Oh no way.
There's 2 watches there. You could pick one. Unfortunately, Steven can't have the other one that you don't pick.
I'm good. I put
This
one
is
of
the
them on
Sunday
and
one?
fucking
Did I give
made
you one
my
already?
wrist itch and shit.
Your
Jeff?
wrist itched. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, check it out
Fucking
because I
green.
might have got the color a little off, but who cares? You know, sometimes it's just how it is. You can check that one out. You can check out the other one, but
so sick. Thank you.
Whoa, is
dude.
that
For real?
Is it
Yeah.
black?
like you might have to get a couple links out depending on your wrist size, but they all come a little big, so you can do that.
Check that out.
Yeah, Sunday
fucking
colors,
sick.
bro. And it's on the thing too. Yeah, hell yeah.
Appreciate you. Oh,
I told you, bro. I respect you. I just got off to a bad start because Steven
not
likes
my
to
fault.
cause
It's your fault.
drama,
It's your fault. It's
and
your
he
fault.
would try to turn us against each
It's
other.
not true. It's your fault.
I did feel that a little.
How much do you pay him daily?
I'm not even on a
What?
day rate anymore. I'm doing a.
No, we're
Man.
keeping it until we make the show profitable.
You liar.
It is
You
profitable.
liar.
Why
What
you
am
try
I
rubbing
paying
that
you?
in our face?
Yeah, it literally is. I'm making my own money now through Short and Simple.
This is why
The
people
sponsor.
talk shit on you, because you lie. People want
it's
honesty
a real
online.
thing. What do you mean? We just talked about it.
He is doing a great job with Short and Simple.
Yeah, what do you
he
mean?
is. We literally just locked down a sponsor. It's now like
It's going to be able to
Pretty much
afford
pro-
my, yeah,
it's
cover my
profitable.
salary.
Yeah,
We're
would you
paying
ever,
back the
would you
investment.
ever do a live show like we did the other day?
he won't shut up about it. He
Yeah,
wants to.
I would love to.
Bro, it was so sick. It was
Was
the
it?
best night of my life since the accident. Like, best, most happiest feeling I've had in my life since, I hate to keep bringing up the accident, but that shit stunted me. It changed my life forever. And that fucking moment, being up there with my boys and having everything go perfect, and I was so scared to do it. And that's what life's about, doing shit that scares you. And that's what makes you the most happy when you accomplish it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I could just imagine these fighters, how they feel after they win, you know? Because, like, imagine going up against a killer that's, like, the best in the world, and you beat him. Like, I'm not saying I was up there and somebody was trying to kill me on stage, but I could have bombed. I could have fucked up so bad. But everything, even the things we fucked up on, we just rolled with the punches. And we killed it. It was great. I loved it. Right, Steven? Did you like it?
I actually wasn't as nervous as, like, I knew I wasn't going to be nervous. And I wasn't until right before when, like, I was about to walk out.
I used to get so fucking nervous when I would do, like, Jason shows, or because Jason Nash was a comedian. He did a tour, and I would open for him for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I would be in the back room panicking, like.
And how many people when you're doing that?
Like, I wore my Garmin watch, even though I have a watch company. I wore my Garmin watch to check my heart rate, and I would be at like 120, just chilling, reading my jokes. Like,
fuck.
Yeah, like fucking.
And it's weird because you do a podcast and, you know, hundreds of thousands of people watch it, but for some reason, a room with like 100 people or something is like.
But you know what? I felt like I wasn't going to get nervous for this one because it was my show, but also because the people came out to see me. I had a lot more pressure on me. But I had a little talk with Nev, who's my partner on the products, and she was like, you fucking do this every day for 7 years. Just view the audience members as cameras.
Yeah.
And that made me think, like, holy shit. Like, I film with fucking 7 cameras. I don't even pay attention to them. So, you know, I went out there and I was just like, I started that, but then I wanted to do crowd work because I started feeling myself. And we got a little video coming out on it. Probably be out next week.
But I'm sure your first time on camera was like a little weird, and then you grew to be like, oh, it's a fly on the wall. That's how I think anything you do with live performances, you just got to keep exercising it, and then it'll become like, the fuck.
Were you nervous for your first prank that you did?
Dude, yeah. I remember I met up with Kyle, and I was just looking for people that were doing anything on YouTube. I told him I could light myself on fire, like a couple ideas, and we just went and shot it. And I remember I could not stop laughing. I couldn't, you know, like the first thing most people who don't do pranks, they're like, they can't stay composed. Yeah. Bro, I couldn't fucking look at Kyle saying a joke. Yeah. While we were doing something, or without just dying. And
you were supposed to be straight faced?
Supposed to be straight faced. And like, I was like, dude, I can't do this. This is fucked. And then like, you just keep doing it. And it's like.
Yeah, see, we mastered that straight face shit early on just because I was always in a barbershop with my boy Shaban, and we would just fuck with people all day long. So we've always kind of had that humor.
That's true.
But then going on stage is just a completely different animal. It's like. Yeah. It felt really good to do that, and especially like doing it with your friends, like coming up when you have a group to come up with makes it so much better. 100%. Like if I just won the lottery, I would just become a fucking kratom addict. You know, I would just I would get hooked on some shit. I would have no friends. I would hang out.
Describe my life. Hit the lottery. Became a kratom addict.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do.
That's what I want to do.
I would do that too, but fortunately, I'm terrible with money, so I got to keep grinding. All right, real quick, today's episode is sponsored by Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Can you name every single subscription you have? Pfft, I can't. I was subscribed to NFL Sunday Ticket, and I don't even watch football. And they were charging me like $80 a month. Well, thanks to Rocket Money, they found that, and they canceled it right away once I gave them permission to. I just learned that over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. With Rocket Money, I don't have to remember every subscription or worry about forgetting any because I can see them all laid out right in front of me thanks to Rocket Money. Most Americans think they spend about $62 per month on subscriptions, but the real number is closer to $300. That's a big difference. Even if just a couple subscriptions fall off your radar, those recurring payments you don't even know about can really add up. Thanks to Rocket Money, I'm no longer losing money because of subscriptions I forgot about. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For any you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them with just a few taps. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of all your expenses across all your accounts. Easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track. See your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going. Get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over budget. The new goals feature automatically saves money for you. without having to think about it. Whether your goal is to pay off credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings, Rocket Money makes it easy. Rocket Money has saved over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel all your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/JeffFM. That's rocketmoney.com/JeffFM. rocketmoney.com/JeffFM. Thank you, Rocket Money. Now let's get back on with the show. I had so many nice notes, messages. I did meet and greets. I needed to feel that because I feel like, I'm sure you feel like now that all your friends are gone, like you're alone in this shit and like things aren't going as great as you want them to be, and you feel like you're kind of on a decline. But doing that live show and seeing people and actually interacting with people that watch my shit from day one, like we made a video right before, 2 days before the show, that encapsulated every video we've ever made, like from day one.
Yeah.
And that like locked the audience in right away, and it just reminded me that we've done all this shit, you know, like pre fucking accident, pre podcast, pre like barbershop days when we were thriving, and it was just so cool to see that.
Yeah,
I need
your
that.
career didn't start at the accident, you know what I mean? Like you've been doing this shit.
Yeah, but that's what David tried to say in his recent document. He tried to say that because the court papers came out, and now I have to have a rebuttal to it. Cough right into that mic, please, while I talk about the most important, juiciest part of the show.
Steve!
Why?
Get your shit together. You knew we were doing this and you're fucking drunk.
This is why people fucking comment, I hate Steven.
Don't comment that. That's not gonna help.
It will. If you say you hate Steven, it'll.
This is why I have my own show, my own audience.
And I'm on it, and I'm on the last episode.
Please say positive things about Steve.
Yeah, please be nice to Steven. He struggles a lot mentally.
I'm struggling. I just went up to a fucking...
Look at you puking at 2 p.m. on a Thursday.
Into a kid's Halloween bucket.
Who does a podcast at 2 p.m.? Fuck, it's early.
Bro, Joe Rogan's probably banging out his pods at 6 a.m. You know?
Really?
I wonder when he does his pods. Do you think he does them like super early?
He does like kratom and shit when he does pods too. He
said he tried it. I don't know. Yeah. He said it kind of scared him because he felt so good. He was like, "Oh, this is like
euphoric."
Yeah, and I heard that and I was like, "I hear you,
try that shit." Yeah. Well, at least you're not drinking, because that's when you get the bad hangovers and you make bad decisions and you get arrested and ruin your career. And you can't when you have a team and you have all these people under you. You can't fuck up.
To be honest, this is the first time in like 4 years I thought about drinking, which is fucking weird.
Last night.
This morning, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It was a weird thought,
wow,
but
really,
Steven has that effect. It's pretty.
I have
fun.
that. I have those thoughts a lot, but I've never actually gone into a store and like considered buying something. You know, I've never got that far, but I've had nights where I'm like, "What the fuck am I even staying sober for?" You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was today. I was like, "What am I doing this for?"
But if you do drink that one night, you're not gonna be able to stop, and then you're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel like shit. And then you're going to be like, oh, damn, I remember why I stopped. And then you don't have that. How long have you quit drinking? 4 years?
Yeah, like 3.5, 4.
So then you threw that away for nothing.
Yeah. I think the streak is important because it...
you don't want to waste it.
Well, it's not even waste. It's like once you break it, then you're like, well, then I can drink next week too. You know what I mean? Like, because you're like, there's the pressure of 4 years not drinking makes it like getting a drink is like a big fucking deal to go do it. So like, I like that it's a big deal.
It's hard work not to drink, especially before the show. If I could have relapsed any night and had a free pass, it would have been right before I went out on stage.
Yeah, like the nerves and shit.
I'm so happy that I didn't have anything, because you really live in that moment. You remember everything, and you know I'm sure I would have been a little fucking looser if I had a shot of tequila in me or something, but I would have ruined my life after. I would have ruined everything.
Do you think if you have drinks, like you would spiral?
Hell yeah. I've been to jail 7 times for fucking doing dumb shit every time I was drunk. It was never when I was smart during the day doing organized crime. It was always when I was fucking around at night.
Organized crime, you sold weed.
Organized. It was an organized business.
You can sell weed organized.
I sold hundreds of pounds a month.
I thought you were talking about like burglaries and stuff.
Well, organized crime is organized crime, however you want to look at it.
Steve, you would not do good in prison.
No,
I've
already talked about it. I'd be everyone's bitch.
You'd be holding pockets.
Maybe with that, show your hair. With that, you could be Aryan Brotherhood leader if you slim that down a little more.
Is that
You
the
would
like-
go right to the whites, and they would
That's
be
the
like, "All right,
whites?
we need you to go kill this fucking Mexican for us."
I'd probably just kill myself at that point. I'd be like, I can't do this.
Isn't it
It's not
called
worth
a
it.
Woods?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wood.
He's a
Peck of
wood?
wood.
Pecker Wood? Wait, can I say
The
that?
second you get locked up, yeah, you can say because you're white. The second you walk into that jail in LA, they put you in different holding cells with your race.
I would
So
kill
the
myself. I
cops
would.
segregate you.
Really?
Oh, because
Yeah.
they know.
They know that already, like, gang
Wow.
wars can break out. So you go with the whites. So I was like, I guess they're like, what are you? Are you wood? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not a white gang, but yeah, I guess I'm white. So they put me in the room with all the whites, and it was all crackheads. It was all just meth head. Because white fucking
Is there different
criminals
whites?
are just...
Or is it
I wish
like
I could
whites?
have been like with the Italians, like in Goodfellas, slicing the
Yeah,
garlic,
garlic,
thin, you know?
thin garlic,
Like that
yeah.
would have been fucking dope. You got something you want to say about that one?
I just started thinking about how, like, I'm imagining you two drunk together. Like, what that would even be like.
It'd be the coolest shit you've ever seen
Can I
in your
tell you
life.
something? All three of
Probably.
us at a different time probably would have been like, we would have been like best friends, just drunks. Like,
yeah, because I used to make dumb mistakes, and I try to tell him, like, share
Yeah.
my knowledge from the mistakes I've made, and he laughs in my face. And then you could tell him the same shit,
Yeah.
and then he'll come over and be like, yo, Jesse fucking told me this shit. And I'm like, that's the same thing I fucking told you the other day, you piece of shit.
And it
I'm
comes
so
from a
happy
good
that-
place. Like, you're almost like, I literally sometimes, I don't know if you can relate to this, but like, I see 24-year-old me in you so much.
You're doing coke
And
with
you have a lot
Bryce
of
Hall.
I never did coke with Bryce Hall. I don't know where they got that joke from.
Get that rumor out there.
Yeah,
I don't
what?
know. Somebody said it. So, Steven, you pretty much left me and then found another version of me. So that's nice.
Nicer one, cooler,
Well, you went through a lot of the same shit I went through.
wholesome.
Yeah.
We were in a thriving group, and like obviously my group went to shit, and they all like didn't really carry on because it was the group that made everybody successful. Like David
Yeah.
wasn't the one that everybody liked; it was his friends that he filmed.
When I first sold Full Send, I remember I had to like learn that myself because it was just such a. I learned that like I was fucking. A lot of it was me, but like yeah, you have a bit of like resentment to like because you got to admit you left. They stopped doing the vlogs and all that, but like I'm watching Nelk and everything, just like the thing I sold, just like keep growing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I used to have thoughts all the time about that, like you're thinking negatively towards it, and like I had to like, it was like a huge lesson. I just learned that like there's no good in that, like and
Yeah,
blaming
even-
everyone else for your problems and like fucking.
Did you view them as competition? Did you want to?
I don't know about competition, but I felt like I had to go prove I could do this on my own again.
What about Steiny?
that
Are you
was-
like?
No, I think that
Oh, we're having him on
people
tomorrow.
think that I like don't like Steiny or like thought that, but
That's okay though.
I mean, I
actually wish
I got
all
a
those
soft
guys the
spot
best.
for the kid. You know, I do see what like is likable about him, and he found his brand finally.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's, like you know, I like all them, and I could see like how it would suck to lose a group of friends that you can't really hang out with anymore. You're living in a new like across the country, across the world from where you grew up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make all new friends, and that's tough. That takes a lot of balls and confidence to do.
Did
'Cause
you kind
coulda-
of, I guess you went through that too? Like everything was in your circle and then you went to like
yeah.
by
The
yourself?
other day somebody asked me. They were like, "What?" Or Kyle, was that you that asked me?
What?
You were like, "What was the peak of your?"
Oh yeah, because you were stressing out about the live show. About it
Yeah,
going
and I was
wrong.
like,
and I was like, what's the top 5 moments of your life?
And I was like peak Vlog Squad when we were in New York City filming with Casey Neistat. We had a meet up, and it was like we were the Beatles. Like it was like fucking
Huge,
chaos.
yeah.
But it wasn't about my success. It was about like we were all sharing it. We were all living it together. So that's why I wanted to build a crew that I can enjoy this shit with. You know. And that night felt like that. I felt like we were finally like everybody was getting love from like even Kyle number 2 who just joined the crew, who I stole from you sorry, but even he was getting love, and he's been on the show for like 2 weeks, and people were like, he's getting groupie love, you know?
That's dope. Sounds like the live show was like a good milestone then for you. Like
Yeah.
built it. That's like the hardest thing in this game is to build that crew and it actually be like authentic, like to be like real. That was my criticism on Nelk at the start. I remember it felt like I was like, oh, you can like read if people are like actually all friends and they all get along and like it's like Jackass or some shit. But I think they found their groove and like figured it out. But
you guys seem genuine, but it's just people get older, they want to make lifestyle changes, and for me, like, I stopped drinking and I had to stop hanging out with my drunk friends, you know, that party all the time. So, you know, then I made new friends that run, and then like I was in the squad, you know, filming all the time, and I had like Todd who would run, and then he would go get shit-faced that night, and then he would still make it to the runs in the morning. I was like, this kid's got fucking, like, I don't know what it is with him, but he was, he was one of my best friends, and now I just got to run by myself, because either way, he couldn't really keep up with me, so he was kind of holding me back, but, you know, I'm kidding, I'm fucking around. But,
are you still friends with him?
No, I'm not friends with any of them, unfortunately. I talk to Bart on occasionally, but he's like the little brother of Jonah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I talk to like a few, like Carly and Erin will send me nice messages, like the girls, and like Matt King and like Mike Sheffer. Like there's random outsiders that are actually human beings that have a heart that will reach out. Mm-hmm. But there's people like Jason that just like, yo, you got fucked over, dog. You had a $10 million offer, and David was like, I don't want to do it. And now you're begging for money on Instagram Live, you know? All right, real quick, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Have you been struggling mentally like me and just about everybody in this room? Or even if you're not, even if you just want more structure in your life and to learn from somebody who is educated on psychology and therapy. Give online therapy a try at BetterHelp.com and get on your way to being your best self. Halloween lets us have fun with what scares us. But what about those fears that don't involve zombies and ghosts? The ones that go on up here that you don't know if are problems, but then your friends and family start telling you need help. Get that help you deserve, because it's easy. Thanks to BetterHelp. I've been using BetterHelp on and off now for about 4 years. And those off times are bad times, and the on times are good times. Like this past week, I was real stressed out about a live show. I got on, talked to my therapist. She said everything's gonna be fine, and guess what? Everything was phenomenal. So trust in your therapist, and if you don't like them, you could swap them out. Get a new one discreetly. Nobody even has to know. You just change them out. Keep doing it till you find one that fits for you. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists for no additional charge. Overcome your fears with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/JeffFM today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/JeffFM. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring the show and saving my brain. Now let's get back on with it.
You know Bam?
Yeah.
Did you know he had like his own show? Like he's like at a house. What's it called? Yeah. Bam. Viva La Bam.
Just found out about Viva La Bam.
Just found out. That's like the coolest thing ever. It's
the sickest show.
That's
a castle
with his friends and just fucking partied and did
yeah, but look at him
shit.
now. He's in the. That's the worst example of somebody to look up to, because he's
sick though, dude. He was making millions.
I feel
and just
bad.
living with your friends and doing fun shit.
Look up a Bam Margera recent interview.
I wouldn't feel bad if it wasn't for the done stuff, because then it's like someone who like falls off the deep end in drugs and forgets who they are. But like, I don't know what that feels like. I've never had a fucking best friend.
Didn't Steve-O and Bam have a public like freak out over the last year over like not being invited to certain tours?
I feel like that's like the only drama I actually followed. I was such a Jackass fan. I like actually saw all that. I like watched the Bam's house video this morning.
I was very inspired by Johnny, because he was the leader.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like
he's the king.
Yeah.
And he was so cool. Like his style, his one-liners, like the aviators he made cool.
I think Steve is the best because he's actually a funny, like his image himself is just
of
wild.
Course
and,
you would like Steve-O.
It's like my biggest, it's like a huge inspiration.
Give me a yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, we just
you should get him on your show.
Jeff and started this. Do you think I could take a quick piss?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
You guys gonna chat? It's not gonna be weird.
Well, I want to chat about Jack Doherty crashing his McLaren. Because
that looked fake. That looked fake to you?
You think so?
I don't know. I just saw a quick clip, but I was like, I don't know. I don't trust any of these streamers.
Yeah, it's like, is it to get views? But no, his friend's fucking head was busted open, bloodied up. Like,
but then he was also like, fuck. And
that's how YouTubers are. That's how some of these YouTubers are. They're soulless. Like, the day this shit happened with me, like, David was in the fucking crane driving it, and all he cared about was himself. He filled out the accident report.
Wait, he was
saying,
driving the crane?
Yeah, filming too. Then we get to the hospital, and they're filling out my report, and Natalie's writing that I was driving it. So people only care about themselves in this business. That's why we're lucky to have a good crew like this. Steven would fucking
keep people you trust nearby. Jeff, I borrowed these for the pod.
Oh, those are sick. Those are my faves right now.
These are fucking hard.
They
remind me of
the Balenciaga ones.
Tim O'Malley's coach.
Oh yeah.
The Red Hawk.
Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah,
he's got a good pod. And also, they're putting together an influencer fight league.
I know.
To do at Sean O'Malley's thing.
November 1st.
Yeah, so they asked me to headline it.
Did they?
Yeah. They're trying to find an opponent, but Sneeko backed out. Everybody's saying no. Because, for my, weight and stuff, it's tough to find an opponent.
Fuck. Who would be good for you?
What am I going to fight, Jack Doherty?
Danny Duncan?
Danny Duncan would be good, but I like Danny. We don't have to hate each other. I love Steven when we fought, and Danny's a good athlete. But would our first collab want to be a fight? I guess. I don't know. I guess the people don't care. Leave a comment down below who you think I should fight if I fight anyone.
It's like a perfect weight.
It's got to be with headgear because of my metal plates in my face. So don't worry.
Are you scared?
No, it's just I have a fucking metal plate in my eye socket. Yes, I'm scared to go blind, if that's what you're asking.
By the way, I'm coming out to that, so
sick.
O'Malley sent me a little video. He's asking me, find someone to fight and come out.
Yeah, when we fought, we wore headgear, and I knocked you the fuck out with headgear, so that shit ain't...
That shit fucking hurt.
Oh, you still can get knocked out with headgear.
With 16 ounces. I knocked him out with 16 ounces and headgear, and I put him out 3 times.
I think headgear's
Superman punched right through his head.
It rattles. It doesn't...
It
doesn't,
These are way too dark.
It disperses
I can't see anything.
The power of the punch, but not in a good way. All around your head.
You get.
Do you know any details on that though? Or is it MMA gloves? Is it sparring gloves?
I think you can make whatever. If I tell them look, I'll do it, but I have to wear headgear until this shit, because I have one more surgery. So until I get that done, it would have to be a headgear fight. You know?
Yeah.
If I get in a fight on the street, I'm not gonna not back down and say, hey, wait, let me get my headgear. You know?
That's kind of hard though. Dude squares up with you and you just start putting on headgear and gloves. Guy's like, damn, this guy doesn't fuck around.
Nah, I always hit first.
Do you?
Yeah, because you lose if you get hit first. In a street fight, they get broken up so quick. Yeah. So I always strike first.
How many street fights you been in, you think?
Probably 1 million and a little more.
No, probably
1 million.
1 million and a little more.
1 million.
Probably around 100. Back in Staten Island.
Really?
I worked in a barbershop where shit would pop off all the time. And people would test you in front of all your boys.
Yeah.
So you have to prove yourself. You know, you can't back down in that environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of shit. And I fucking dabbled in, a bunch of other things, like selling shit. So there's always money owed and my friends' beefs. And I was in a gang with
people trying
my
to test
Albanian
you.
friends. So they get in fights. I got to fight with them. So I've been in a lot of group fights.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've been in a few of those. Those are I have some crazy stories.
Have you been back in Canada?
Yeah. I just grew up in a small country town where everyone just drank and
just hitting each other with hockey sticks and shit.
No hockey sticks, but
Trailer Park Boys.
The one I remember was exactly. I remember scrapping
So you never whacked anybody with a hockey stick?
No, but a baseball bat once.
Well, baseball bats are good. Was it metal or was it wood?
It was wood.
Did you feel bad?
Good job with the wood, because if you use metal, it's an assault with a deadly weapon. If you use wood, a wooden bat, it's assault with a stick. So it's a lot less charge.
Well, good thing it was wood.
Good thing it was wood. Well, you didn't get caught anyway.
No. I got my teeth knocked out. I had a blue nerve hanging, I remember. Ooh. And I was trying to, every time I'd breathe, dude, it felt like I was getting punched in the face.
Ah, damn.
But I ended up biting this dude. This whole thing with his girlfriend, he was being really weird with her and kind of hitting her and shit. And I ended up fighting this guy outside of my friend's house. And sorry to just jump into the story, but it's a good one. And I hit this dude, won the fight.
It was over a girl?
Not over a girl, just over
Kinda?
he was being fucking weird with his girl and
okay.
And I was at my friend's house and we didn't know this guy. We kept asking him to leave, and then he was starting shit with me. Next thing I know, he is like brothers in like what he calls a gang or whatever. But we're all sitting out front of my buddy's house and like fucking 5 BMWs pull up. Like we're young too. These are all like men come out of these cars and just beat the fucking shit out of like all of us.
Damn.
Like
Did you guys try and
my
run?
friend to the curb, stomped him, like fucking.
Damn.
I got snug up behind me and got punched. I got sandwich punched by 2 different guys. And it like, I remember like, it
Damn,
felt like
it sounds like a
sand.
cartoon. Like,
Dude, it was. It was fucked. But yeah, literally, it was
Fucking.
like, like my teeth were
I
like
feel like sand.
so like it just shattered my front teeth and just like
Damn.
gross. But yeah,
Yeah, I've had some bad outcomes too. I'm not saying I won every fight I've ever been in, but
Can you tell the Shaban one where you like sneak up behind and you fucking seized up?
I didn't seize up. The guy hit seized
Yeah.
up.
You tell that story. That one's cool.
Nah, because I tell it so much.
Oh, you already
And then
the
people get
Snapple
mad at
bottle
me
one?
when I talk about the tough guy shit. They're like, Jeff, you ain't fucking, and I gotta prove myself. And then I gotta fuck somebody up in here who's the biggest guy in here. Gotta prove my point.
Dude, one of my biggest regrets in life is not like when we had that huge like falling out and I walked off the pod. I fucking wish I ran back in here and flying kicked you over the desk.
Well, I'll tell
No,
you
shit,
what,
that
if
would've
you
been
did
a
that,
idea.
that would have been
No.
your biggest regret in your life.
No, that would have been sick.
No,
It
you
would
would
have been clipped. That
I would
would've
have
been
fucking grabbed that
Actually, I
leg.
don't care if it got knocked out. You ever
You're
been
like
knocked out
Doherty.
for,
You're
I
trying to
just
get a
knocked me
fucking
out so many
clip.
times. It's like just getting knocked out
What's
again.
another
but I could've
knockout,
flying
you know?
knee right to the
what's your like choice of move on him if you had to just like lay him the fuck out?
Anything. Head kick, I would love to head kick him.
Head kick's
With
hilarious.
shin gears, with shin guards on. I would love to
they
catch
were
him with a flying knee.
We're right in this
Because he
corner.
shoots
Wait.
takedowns on me, so I would love to just catch him with a knee right up the
Yeah.
middle. A nice solid right hand. I got this clip. We could play it. When I fucking put his lights out with one. I just switched my feet where my feet placement were, and I just caught him with a right hand, and he fucking
But
didn't
show
know
the
it hit
first
him.
part where I came at you. And you folded.
That was a different fight.
See, I would
No,
start by
similar.
giving you like a front teep right to the stomach.
That's
and
what
then,
I did.
And then I would show like I'm
That's what
doing
I
a
would do,
second
though.
teep, so you drop your hands for it.
I teeped him, and he goes,
An overhand right.
And like,
I would have
just to
flying. I
hide
would
that
have jumped.
shit.
I would have flying kick jumped over this desk, and you can't do any of that. We're in this little corner.
I'll pull you back here.
I don't think you can
Head
jump
in
over
on
this
here.
desk.
I would, dude. I would run so fast.
I would
I'll give you
help.
$100 cash if you can jump over this table.
I would help. I would help assist him. I'd pull him with me and drag him down here, and then
Dude, I'd already
it's like he's in the
be over
corner of the
there.
octagon, and I'm just dropping elbows on his forehead,
I would've been-
cutting him up.
Just 12 o'clocks.
Yeah,
I use
Just
elbows
illegal
too.
elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you cornered a UFC fighter this week.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
crazy.
How was
experience.
that?
Fucking cool as shit.
I saw the chat because I watch MMA Guru.
Okay, yeah.
He's like a really funny like MMA.
Oh no, people just flaming me.
No, they were all like, "Yo, that's Jesse from OG Nelk," and they
Oh,
all
okay.
were like happy to see you. And that's a tough audience that he's got.
I know. I thought
The
that was-
MMA audience is not. They want to call people casuals. Like, if you're not big enough of a fan, they're like, you're not really a fan.
Yeah,
like,
fucking
who the
casual.
Fuck cares.
Well, you
How much-
did the same thing. You walked out with Vinny Hacker for his boxing fight.
he did good in that, didn't he?
Yeah, he actually really did.
He won, yeah. But he's just trying to like make you seem like you're on a higher level than me.
I am not on a higher level than anyone.
It's so funny.
But no, it's funny. It's good. I did good job.
But I love Vinny Hacker. It wasn't like a diss towards him. Great guy.
Yeah.
Good looking dude.
Yeah.
So you even beat him up once.
No, I didn't. He actually gave me a bloody nose.
Who? Vinny Hacker?
We were just like play wrestling.
Again, like the things you shouldn't bring up. Vinny Hacker gave you a bloody nose?
Yeah.
Should we pull up the video?
I think we should pull up the tweet that Corinna did because it's very ironic that she would tweet out something at Jack Doherty for being reckless and filming it.
Fuck.
I think that's, yeah.
Oh,
Corinna, why? Hot?
yeah.
I don't think she. I don't get that.
Didn't she make like $1
She-
billion or some shit in like a month?
I don't. I could say I made $1 billion right now. You know how much this podcast has made me? Probably since I started. You know where it is?
3,000
In your pocket,
30,000?
in Kyle's pocket, in
Wait,
fucking
what?
Ivan's pocket. I
In
pay
my-
everyone. I have a lot of employees. I have a large team. All right, real quick, this episode's sponsored by Shopify. You want to be like me and this cool guy and sell stuff online? Use the best in the biz, and that is Shopify for all your online e-com. What was it like before you used Shopify? That's just a little questionnaire for me here as the host of the show. Life was hell. I was in jail. I was selling the wrong stuff. And now I'm selling everything legitimate online. And it does not feel better when that phone cha-chings I see Jesse making videos with him and his whole crew when they do a drop and all their phones are ringing and it's like a big party. Can't do that without Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use with Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Home of the #1 checkout on the planet. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web. In your store, in your feed, and anywhere in between, businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. It's no secret. Businesses that want to grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/JeffFM, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/JeffFM to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/JeffFM. Put that cha-ching sound because you know you're going to be making money once you start using Shopify. Thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring the show. Now let's get back on with it and let's keep selling these products on Shopify. Go check out Shopify. Go buy some pomades. So look, here he is. It's real. He hydroplaned in a fucking McLaren. Look, he's on his phone.
Yeah, see, I've never seen the full clip.
It's the same shit as David. Look, he's on his phone. David was on his camera and risking someone else's life. He's not drunk. He's sober.
Oh, and this is a live stream, so he couldn't have edited it?
I'm just comparing this to David. So
yeah,
he would have posted this anyway. If probably. But look, that's the same situation. So people want to say I'm dumb for allowing it or agreeing to get in there. This kid just agreed to get in the car. He was working for his boss. And look at the blood all over his fucking head. Probably smashed his orbital too.
Are you okay?
You know? Finally, look at him. I relate to this kid. He's a young Jeff. Hopefully he doesn't start a podcast and complain for the next 4 years. Or actually, hopefully he does.
Well, the irony is that Doherty's trying to get the shot. Does it look cool? While his friend's like bleeding from the head.
He's
Bro,
like,
imagine David. Imagine when I'm hanging upside down from the crane and David's like, hold this camera to get the shot of me.
Yo, Chad, is this real?
This shot, that'd be fucked.
Yeah.
But he made up. He bought the filmer a jet ski.
He did.
Well, he had to.
That's a weird.
Yeah, right.
Here's a jet ski. Jet ski's weird. He's like, dude, I don't have a boat.
I don't have a dock.
I don't have a lake house.
Yeah. Now I just have a bill to rent a spot to keep it, to store it. You just got him a bill.
By the way, a jet ski. I've been trying to think for the Short and Simple show, like removing the chair and putting something cool. Just a fucking jet ski as your like seat is pretty jokes.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
And when you have a guest, you have like a second jet ski.
Yeah. So this, when it happened, obviously, like it didn't make me happy, but this is always how I try to explain my situation. Like I just got on a thing that I was asked to get on, and I wasn't told what was going to happen. So it's basically the same thing as getting in the car with your friend and he crashes and only he gets hurt. Only his side gets smashed.
Yeah.
And the kid continues filming and like that's what it was for, his video.
Yeah.
So I compare that situation to mine because it's like the most people could relate to. So actually seeing it play out, I was like, oh, this will make people understand my story more. And then Corinna, who's the one who was supposed to be on the fucking thing, who hopped off and said, David, you take things too far. And then David begged me to do it. And then I fucking got on because he said he wasn't going to spin it fast. It's the same exact shit. So I tweeted at her. I was like, I don't see anything different from this and your friend. And remember, that was supposed to be you. But that's not what it's about. I wanted to get my point across. Look, motherfuckers, this could have been you.
What did she initially say?
Your friend's face is gushing blood, but you make sure he stays filming from all angles. Nice. What's the difference between that and your friend who you got off the rope? My head's gushing blood. And then you buy him a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Corinna bought David a Ferrari to say how thankful she was to him.
Because I kind of agree with the statement, but I get what you mean by...
Of course you should.
It.
No, that's the right thing that you should say. But coming from her is so hypocritical that I had to say something. And I don't want to keep going on Twitter to complain about shit. But when you give me that much of a layup, I got to slam dunk on you and just remind you and be like, hey, you're delusional. I know you make a lot of money from selling your nipples. All good. I support sex work. But, you know, this is the same. This is it. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl.
Speaking of
looks fade. Who's starting on?
Oh, apparently he had one, no?
Yeah, I made $200 on it. It was the biggest scam ever. I had to show my dick and shit.
You showed your how much money?
$200. We were in Miami.
You didn't commit, though.
Huh? Yeah, I did. What do you mean?
It only
No,
works
there
if
was
the
an
guy
issue.
starts banging hot chicks. They're still there for the chicks.
Joker 2 is out. I heard it's terrible.
Yeah, it's a fucking musical or something. I can't do musicals.
Same.
I loved the first Joker.
I know, but I'm really happy with the Penguin. We got lucky with that because that show. Did you watch it yet?
No, I need to. Colin Farrell.
I didn't even know that was coming out, and it ended up being better than like the Joker.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I've heard that.
It's like Sopranos, but like a cartoonish version. Like it's a bit like his New York accent. He's like he's a little true try hard.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it's a comic book movie, you know. So like it plays along good. But there's some badass motherfucking moments in there when he kills people.
Yeah.
Like in the first episode, he kills a guy and he just starts laughing, and it's just like fucking sick.
So he killed the role. He did good.
Yeah.
Fuck,
That
I don't
show.
watch that.
That's the new show right now, and it only comes out every Sunday, so you gotta wait for it. So I like that about it too. I rewatched every episode.
Really?
Yeah, there's 3 episodes out. Last night I just rewatched all 3 again, and I picked up on new things that I missed. It's sick. Thank
I can't
God.
even remember the last time I watched a show as it was coming out. Like when you're excited for Thursday and you know what I mean?
I love that I got that right now.
That's sick.
It's really dope, and I was so excited for the Joker, so I was devastated when I saw the reviews, and then we got the Penguin, so I'm like, all right, cool. This is like another thing that I could, get excited about, because life's fucking exciting right now. There's a lot of cool stuff
walk
going
me through
on.
the movie shit, man.
Oh, the
How was
movie?
that experience?
It was a little different than I thought it would be. It
In what
was
way?
less, because like I took the training for boxing serious. Like I was like having a fight. Like I basically did like a camp.
Yeah.
And they didn't really care too much about like the actual like legitimacy of the boxing. So I was kind of like all into that. And
they were doing it more like shot for shot, like not actually.
Yeah,
like
and you just have to
be
do
skilled.
shit 100 times each take. And if you don't like the lines, like, they let me reword a lot of my own lines, even for other actors. Like, they let me rewrite the script for like, this guy should tell me, like, he shouldn't be like, I don't box anymore. He should be like, I want to knock your fucking teeth out, kid.
Yeah.
You don't leave me alone. Like, I was just like changing lines up like that to make it sound more real. But I don't know. I kind of just want to work with my crew because I feel like we could pull it off. It inspired me to like do bigger shit with our crew.
Yeah.
Because they were shooting on the same cameras we shoot on.
Oh yeah.
So like, why don't we?
So you
just
have that like I could just like do this. I could fund this.
That's what I got from it.
That's
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to write it, and that takes time. Write a movie, Steven. I'll produce it. Just make me the main character, and
Really?
you the bad guy. You be the Penguin.
I'd love to be the back. Yeah, that'd be sick.
I want to be the zesty brother.
Really?
Yeah. All right, real quick. Today's episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. Thank you, SeatGeek, for being the best, easiest way to buy tickets to live events on the web. I use SeatGeek for every live event ticket I purchase. I just recently bought tickets for my friend Mike Majalik to go meet Jelly Roll. I was able to introduce him and set all that up for him. And that's all thanks to SeatGeek, because I got him the best tickets in the house. And I sent a little text. I was like, please do my boy a favor. He used to be a drug addict, so you could relate on stuff like that. That's why I need to tell you about my special hookup on today's sponsor, SeatGeek. Everyone can use my new code Jeff10 and get 10% off any purchase on SeatGeek. This is a new deal. I used to do Jeff, use my code, get $20 off your first purchase. This is on any purchase. 10% off any purchase with code Jeff10. It changed to Jeff10, my code. Even if you use my old code, you can use this new one. Sports, concerts, festivals, you name it. There are so many artists out there touring right now. Post Malone, Sabrina Carpenter, they're all my faves. Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish. I'm going nuts this year. I'm going to be at all these shows. I can't believe it. Billie Eilish. SeatGeek has you covered if you're looking to go to these shows. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good and red means bad. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code Jeff10 to your account for 10% off your next tickets on SeatGeek. That's code Jeff10 for 10% off, up to $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. Use code Jeff10 for 10% off. So all my friends that hit me up and like, yo, your friend Sean O'Malley, give me tickets to his fight. No, I'm not asking him, but I'm giving you my code, so use that. Leave me alone. Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring the show. Now let's get back on with it. Hurricane Milton, our heart goes out to the 12 people that died so far. 3 million people without power. Hurricane Milton is what scientists said mathematically the limit to what's impossible for a hurricane. Hurricane Milton comes only days after Hurricane Helene. Look at that.
I was watching live cams last night on this. I
so
love
was
storms. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Why? Do we want to see destruction?
I don't know if it's destruction, but like I was talking to some of my staff and was like, I almost flew to Florida yesterday. So like
just to be in it, in the eye of the storm.
I love it.
Yeah, like.
But it sounded like it was actually insane.
I was actually doing that too. Like 3 a.m. I was watching the live feed, and I'm like turning into my parents, because you know how parents always got the news on.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like you get to a point where you live so much life where you're just like, let's just hear about the fucked up shit that's going on that we're not involved in, you know?
Why is the world ending kind of like not
Fires,
satisfying, but it's like comforting?
War.
Yeah, like when COVID happened, it was like cool for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I want to stay home. I don't want to fucking leave the house.
I feel you on that.
Especially what I was going through at that time. Like that was right after. Like I was getting surgery, so I was like, cool. I'll just chill. I'm not missing nothing, you know? But
I don't remember a lockdown. I don't remember being like stuck inside.
You drunk the whole time,
bro. It was.
That's when you started using.
No, that's when I moved out here.
I think traveling sucked. That's where I was like the mask and fucking like, just like 3 years in, still not being allowed to go see my family or some shit, or like that was like a little. It like dragged on for sure.
Yeah, but the cool thing was the looting and all that time. Like you could wear the mask, just like the COVID mask.
I know.
And nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
And they just like, oh yeah, you're wearing a mask.
You could wear a ski mask.
And you just go around wild and no one knows who you are. Like I did Tana's show in New York, and I sat in the audience and I was wearing the mask and nobody knew it was me.
I saw that.
And then I got up and Kyle fucking scored it, where like when I took the mask off.
Oh my god, it was like I saw a comment that said it looked like the Joker scene or something.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I took the mask off and everybody goes, ah! I started screaming. That shit, I love fucking live performing now. That's my new shit.
Yeah, it sounds like you gotta fucking thrive for it now.
That was a different show, but now I got a new thing to look forward to. I got re-inspired, which is what we need when we've been doing this shit for so long. So
does the idea of touring it sound like engaging to you, or is that like, oh fuck, I like my structure, I like my home, like if you were on the road?
I want to tour, but touring, like Tana, she does pretty much the same show like everywhere she goes, which is like a special, and then like you add stuff to it as you go. But our show was kind of like maybe 50% of it we'll redo every city, but then 50% I want to make like catered to exactly like that town or whatever's going on at the moment. Like, and I talked about the Diddy allegation because I went to a Diddy party.
Yeah.
And I talked about that because I was on every fucking Page 6, New York Post, fucking TMZ.
Yeah.
Like
we have a quick sizzle of it if you want to see
everything.
Yeah, let's see it.
What is this, the Tana show? To sell out the Beacon Theater. Beacon Theater was like 4,000 people or some shit.
Wait, this your show or this
Tana's?
Young Jeffrey was not telling the truth here, but man, he could start getting addicted to this.
I just wanted to be a barber, man.
This is our show.
Quick, and I'm realizing as it gets closer.
You'll find out while I was in the hospital.
I've never done stand-up on my own. I've never done a show on my own. I've never had people come out to see me.
You guys doing the comedy show here, October 3rd, Jeff Live. If we're not doing the live show exactly how I want to do it, then I'm not fucking doing it.
You don't like that idea? I didn't say that. Choke, and they film that, put it online tomorrow. My career's done.
Yeah, fuck this!
Why are you such a fucking bitch?
It's the one on the call sheet is here.
Yeah,
all right, what's gonna happen?
That's our little sizzle for next week's video about our live show.
Was he actually angry, or is that like
Ryan?
Yeah,
he's very emotional.
The drama queen.
Is that no? That was for the camera. Right?
Some of it's for the camera. Some of it was actually real. Like some arguments.
Damn, Steven doesn't work here anymore, so he sells our bits out.
Fuck you. Selling out our shit. Saying Ryan was acting. Bro, we got a lot in common, man. More than Steiny. More than me and Steiny, you know? So,
dude, I think we have a lot in common.
Do I have to pick sides?
I agree.
No. Okay, I can hang out with you and... What if I bring you and Steiny back together?
He's coming on the show tomorrow.
Why don't me and Steiny start a fucking show?
Dude.
You should.
Like short and simple.
He's got a following.
And short and short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short and shorter.
Where does the simple come from?
Wait, which one's shorter?
Simple, because Steven's
Wouldn't that be complex?
Am I shorter than Steiny?
Well, you're short and he's so short and simple.
Yeah, that's where the name came from.
Actually?
Yeah.
I actually got it from ChatGPT. So.
I came up with the name.
Dude, you did not. I remember going on ChatGPT.
I came up with the concept of really hard. Craigslist guest.
You did. That's what makes the show different. It was the Craigslist guest.
What else do we got for the show? Elon, you see him do that jump at the Trump rally. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah. Rich people are cringe, man.
I know.
When you get that rich, you're just like,
yeah.
What do I do? Trade them all day? I'm trying that shit after this. Well, that'll break my
You fucking disappear if you did create them. You like
no, dude. I have a feeling you would like it. I do not recommend you do it.
You would love it
because you get work done. You fucking feel like that's what's dangerous about it.
That's what you need.
It's like Adderall. That's the same. I think I've done Adderall once.
I hate Adderall. I hate those uppers like Coke and stuff like that. I never liked that.
Did you say same? You love cocaine.
Yeah, but I don't.
Do we have any callers or anything we want to do?
I don't know. No callers today.
What about Jesse? Don't you have a story with Diddy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just said it on the Full Send pod, but
nobody watches that. It's all botted views. I told Steiny that, and that's the one thing he didn't.
You had me questioning it. I was like looking at the channel. I was like,
I told him. Mike told me.
It's all just it's not actually like, oh, that's funny.
No, I don't know. I love those guys, and I love John Shahidi, and I believe that they got if they want to get that show views, they'll fucking call YouTube and be like, put that shit in the algorithm because they run everything.
They are.
How do they make their money? Who are they?
They're just connected. So tell us what happened with you and Diddy.
I hugged him after a security guard hit me in the neck. Do you want the whole story?
Yeah.
So I'm at it's like the first year I'm in LA, and we hear that there's P Diddy's son's birthday party. And
did you get baby oil up? Did you get oiled up?
Covered in baby oil.
Actually?
No. We just showed up to this party and like, dude, we're nobodies, and we're like, for some reason got in. We literally just said the name of P Diddy's son, I think, and we were like, yeah, we're here for that party. We go there, it's like fucking Travis Scott, like everyone you could think of's there, and I've never even seen a famous person at this point. Crazy party. And then we're walking out, and Diddy's like sitting next to a Maybach, and he's being filmed or some shit.
So cool.
And Kyle like went up to him and like dabbed him up, so I just followed Kyle and was like, oh cool, I guess we get to meet P Diddy. And his fucking bodyguard like hits me in the throat, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then fucking just like P Diddy saw that I was with Kyle and was like,
leave that on.
He was like, come give Diddy some love. And then I hugged him for a long time, and then
did he hug you back?
Yeah. It's a very foggy memory.
Did he give you a solid hug?
It was a pretty good hug.
Like how was it? Like one of these?
Was it like firm?
My memory's really bad.
You feel anything in his pants?
I didn't have sex with P Diddy. I blew him.
See, I said it on the podcast, and everybody like went crazy with the story. And I was like, what's the big deal? Everybody went to those parties.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck up. I didn't have an orgy.
Yeah.
I just went to a party. And now everybody's like, yo, you good with that Diddy shit? Like, I heard you getting canceled. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That was after the Diddy party. I don't know.
I mean, I feel I probably even missed that era. Like, that was just like a random crazy story that we ended up going to that. But like, I feel like all the celebrities and stuff of like 2000s, maybe even 90s, like from the sounds of it, from other podcasts I've heard, like P Diddy's parties were like anyone who was anyone was at these parties. It was like the spot. Like, you remember LA, like what, 6 years ago, it was like there was always like the party somewhere who you'd go cool ripping around. Yeah. It wasn't clubs and bars. It was like it'd be some crazy party in the hills. And his
back
house
in
is probably the one.
2017, it was John Shahidi's house, his apartment at 600 Vine.
Really?
He would have like, it would be like Kendall Jenner and like Bieber and everybody would be there. And it was like right down the hall from me. So
he lived at that Vine.
They had like the biggest unit in the building. So they would just throw these parties, and you go over there and just meet everyone. And I was like, what the fuck? And then
did you live there at that building?
Yeah, but I was selling weed at the time. Like, I hadn't really started a social media career yet. I was kind of just like easing into it, and I didn't start YouTube till like after I like met, like, you know, as you could see in the fucking transcript and the lawsuit. That's when I really started putting my life into shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta really commit your life at this, Steven, and I hope you stay committed to the show because it has potential.
Yeah.
especially after that last episode. All right, let me fucking. I guess we could wrap up. You know?
Wait,
Yeah,
can we? You both tell your craziest like club story experience?
I don't remember those, bro. I was drunk the whole time in clubs.
Do you want to say your favorite club story?
I don't have one.
Have you ever been arrested for a prank?
Me? Yeah. Oh yeah.
You went to jail, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which prank?
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell the?
A couple of them. The one time in Canada and one time in Ohio. The one in Ohio was the crazy one. That was the. I was in like a jumpsuit covered in fake blood with a shovel at Barnes & Noble asking for a book on like how to clean up a crime scene. It was like a dumb prank joke thing that wasn't even working. Like no one was reacting to it. They just laugh at me. And I guess someone saw it and like thought it was real. And it was like fucking like every county police helicopter, like fucking.
Oh fuck! I got
crazy.
chased by a helicopter one time in a dirt bike chase. What's the thing you miss the most about when the whole crew's together? UFC tickets? Or
I never got to experience that.
Because they didn't come till after they met you. Damn. They get hooked up. They're like on the cage.
I know.
You know?
Fucking
Steiny's
sick.
sitting I fucking see Steiny in the background, a Peloton fucking knocking people out. And they're Steiny.
I probably miss the like peak traveling as much as it was also like a lot, but yeah, just traveling with a group of dudes and fucking it's like the craziest experiences I've ever had.
How come you never did a tour?
If you could trade one of your guys right now for one of their guys, who would it be?
Oh, probably Steve for Steiny.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Same.
Steve will do it.
What's that?
Steve will do it.
Oh, actually, yeah. No. I would trade Steve for Steve.
Yeah,
because that would crush.
Steve for Steve.
I would
That'd
do
be crazy.
Yeah,
us gambling together with Dana White. Steve fucking lives it up. Yeah.
When is he gonna be allowed?
And he
back
gives
on
away
YouTube?
everything. He gives away fucking. You'd be coming up. I would be like, yo, Steve, you can't do. All right, cool, I'll take it.
I remember Dana White was like that too. He would walk around with $5,000 chips.
Jesus.
And he would literally just throw.
Do you want
them to
any of
our
that
team.
candy before we go? Do you want that? At least that gum? Do you want that gum?
Maybe which one's gum?
Underneath, in the back of it.
Can I get some gum?
You want that gum?
Yeah, I'm down.
At least.
I'm back. Hardcore carnivore.
Oh fuck! You broke the fucking thing. It was a prank. It's the Zap gum. That tricked you.
How'd you just fall for that? I like knew that the second you said that. I knew that was gonna be a
I
prank.
tried to get the pranks with it.
I thought you felt bad that you like got this candy and I didn't eat any of it.
Did it shock you?
Still got it.
What a stupid joke to end on.
yeah,
But
you
that's
should
it,
have the
baby.
gum.
Jeff FM. Yeah, another fucking hell of an episode.
Thanks for
It's
having
gonna do
us, buddy.
triple the fucking views of Steven's show. But it's all right because you're on the come up. You're young. You got your whole life ahead of you, son.
That's true.
And you're both of our son now.
No, just
Let's both do that.
No.
Get your shit together. You have a lot of talent, and you could really fucking do it.
Yeah, we believe in you, but only if you focus. Look at the finger.
You should have said like I don't know if
And at any moment, either of us can beat the fuck out of you, Steve. We can.
I'll hurt you.
I'll hurt you too.
I'll show up at your house at night and hurt you.
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Thank you for coming.